was Stanley Kubrick. He was a director, screenwriter, producer, cinematographer, and editor. We can remember his famous movies like The Killing, Paths of Glory, Spartacus, Lolita, Dr. Strangelove. His greatest masterpiece, 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, and Ice White Shot. Before he became a director, he was a photographer for a magazine called Look, and later he made two short movies, Day of the Fight and Flying Padre, and his first two feature films, Fear and Desire, Killer's Kiss, which were not very successful. But with his famous movie, The Killing, he receives positive critics, as well as with Paths of Glory, a war movie with Kirk Douglas. After this, he works on Spartacus, also an epic movie where he assumes Kirk Douglas. The movie Lolita of the 60s had problems with censorship because of the topic where a man falls in love with a young girl called Lolita. The actors are James Mason and Peter Sellers. The actor Peter Sellers made also another Kubrick's movie, Dr. Strangelove, a satirical comedy with the topic of the Cold War. In this time, people are scared of the nuclear bomb. Sellers interpreted various characters. In 1968, he co-wrote with Arthur C. Clarke, 2001: A Space Odyssey. The movie narrates how man's age begins and always starts again, for a new age. It's based on Arthur C. Clarke's short story, The Sentinel. Stanley Kubrick won an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. In 1971, he wrote, produced, and directed A Clockwork Orange. This movie made many people discuss for the content of violence and nudity. Now it's considered a great movie. Based on Anthony Berger's novel, Kubrick declared that if it wasn't for Sergio Leone, he wouldn't have been able to do this movie. In 1975, Kubrick made the movie Barry Lyndon, an epic movie which was influenced by various directors like Ridley Scott and Martin Scorsese. A curious fact: while he was making Barry Lyndon, he asked the director Sergio Leone for advices on how to synchronize music and images, because this was a specialty of Leone. In 1980, he directed and produced the movie The Shining, a horror movie masterpiece based on a novel by Stephen King. This movie is considered the scariest movie of all time, but in my opinion, this movie is on the first place for the best horror movie of all time, and I gave the second place for The Exorcist, which was offered him to direct, but he declined. So, William Friedkin made it. Stephen King declared he doesn't like the movie The Shining because it's too different from the book. In 1987, he made Full Metal Jacket, a Vietnam's war movie with Matthew Modine and Earl Lee Ermey.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant? Nobody, huh? The fairy fucking godmother said it. I'm fucking standing. I will PT you all until you fucking die.
That guy. In the 90s, he tried to release a Holocaust movie, but he couldn't make it because Spielberg simultaneously released Schindler's List. In 1999, his last movie, Eyes Wide Shut, a mysterious movie, was released. The topic is that Tom Cruise is obsessed with the image of his wife, played by Nicole Kidman, making sex with another man. When Kubrick died, the movie was interrupted and Spielberg concluded the film editing. In the 70s, a quite famous band asked a director to interpret The Lord of the Rings of Tolkien. The director was Stanley Kubrick and the band was called The Beatles. John Lennon wanted to be Gollum. Thank you, Tolkien, to have saved us by not giving your permission. Kubrick in 80s and 90s, he discussed with Spielberg the making of the movie A.E. Artificial Intelligence, but when Kubrick died, Spielberg continued to work on it. I think A.E. Artificial Intelligence is a beautiful movie, and its ending made me cry. We can remember Kubrick as a genius for his precision, for his insistence on actors, and for the determination while directing the same scene over and over till perfection. He was a genius and a perfectionist. I'm SugarK. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time.